I'm going to be refinishing this bathroom laminate countertop that was starting to show some wear. This was a custom size to fit the area and it's still solid, so I'm going to cover it with a 2-part epoxy. I'm using a product from Leggari. I primed the surface, I let it dry, and then I scuffed it up with sandpaper. I'm going to pour out the base coat on the top of the counter and then level it with a roller cover. Then I'll pull the epoxy up on the backsplash and then finish on the sides. I have drop cloths down on the floor because some epoxy will be dripping off the edges. And I'm just going to spread this to the edge. I'm using the roller almost like a squeegee, just so we can get an even amount of the epoxy on the surface. And I want both sides to be the same thickness. And you can just keep spreading and moving the product around to where you need it. And then I will use a paintbrush in the corners to make sure it's covered. Now I'm going to mix my highlights. I'm going to put the highlights on the countertop and the backsplash in a random pattern, and then I'm going to blend it into the base coat in a random pattern with the roller cover and the brush. What's interesting is using a paintbrush, you can hit small areas and pull up different highlights and create other shapes. And all of these roller marks and brush marks are all going to blend together as this cures. This is how it looks after a couple hours. You can see how nice everything is blending together. It's been a couple more hours. The finish turned out great. You can cover this with a gloss or a matte urethane.